and welcome back to TF2 How I Play. It's been a while since I've done one of these. It's mainly due to the sort of loss of interest in TF2 for a while, and I'd got the footage left on my PC just sat there, and I thought rather than just letting the series just stop, I'd do one final episode to sort of send it off, I guess. And so, as you've seen by the little clip I did before the intro, which is something I started doing just before I sort of stopped doing the TF2 stuff, we're playing Pyro, and we're using the basic flamethrower, but I've got a bot killer version, flare gun, and a back scratcher of the three weapons. And generally, playing with the Pyro is sort of similar no matter what you choose, pretty much. And it's to use the flamethrower close range, and then use your secondary when they get a little further away, and in the case of the flare gun, you can use that for long distance, which is brilliant. And that's pretty much all I use the flare gun for, is that long distance gameplay, and if I run out of ammo with the flamethrower, which happens sometimes. And then the back scratcher is there because of that extra health pickup you get, and also you deal 25% more damage with the back scratcher when you use it, which I don't always use it, but it's there if I need a melee weapon for whatever reason. The most success I've ever had with the Pyro in general was on just one match where I was just running around behind the enemy team setting them all on fire, because the best sort of thing you can do with the Pyro is flank your enemy team and come at them from behind, so then they aren't prepared to fight against you, and you are essentially your team's perfect counter to the soldier, so your biggest threat is... well, I don't know what your biggest threat is as Pyro. You kill everything other than like a sniper if it's too far away from you, so I guess snipers are your big threat. But for the most part, as long as you can get behind your enemy or get close to your enemy, nothing can stop a Pyro, and then if a soldier comes up against you, if you're good enough with the air blast, you can take out soldiers with their own rockets and things. Like, Pyros are one of the strongest classes in the game, other than like the Demo Man Soldier, which are the other two big power players, because the Heavy, as much as it's this big wall of meat and it has all this damage with the minigun, Heavy can easily be taken out by a Pyro, a Soldier, a Demo Man, a Scout, a Sniper, a Spy. Like, Heavies are kinda useless. They're just sort of a big... if you have medics, a big wall of meat is a good idea. But the Pyro is one of the strongest classes, and so as long as you have a map with either tight corridors or multiple routes so you can sort of get around behind your enemy, Pyros are brilliant. And changing out the weapons I use, to be fair, I swap out the primary for like the Grazer and the back burner, I think are the two I generally sort of play around with. But generally I stick to the base flamethrower because it has no downside unlike the others. The shotguns are like the other thing I swap out the flare gun for, because I think the only other flare gun I have is like the grey and orange one, which I don't really like too much, so generally I just use either the flare gun or the reserve shooter, but primarily flare gun because of that long range benefit that the flare gun has is brilliant. Swapping out the back scratcher though, the back scratcher is one of the best melee weapons that I can think of. The only other alternative or equal to the back scratcher is the power jack, and that because it has health restore capabilities and increases your movement speed. Like, the power jack and back scratcher are the two like best weapons I think for the Pyro melee wise. And so that's about it. So thank you for watching this final kind of short episode of TF2 How I Play. I have planned more TF2 videos for later in the year, but they're not going to be How I Play videos. They're going to be sort of challenges, and hopefully I can get some friends in to just mess around and we can have some fun playing TF2 rather than doing these serious how-tos. So thank you guys. I hope this helps in some way if you play Pyro, but most likely if you play Pyro, you know, burn people, use the air blast, you win. So have fun out there guys, and I'll see you in another video, hopefully.